Hello everybody, I am re-looking back at this map. There's been quite a few comments lately on what people think we live on, and I've just got a feeling it's that, because the Union Jack fits perfectly on the top of that map. It's not a Gleason or a pizza map, it's a star map. And this is how the Union Jack fits on the top of all those countries. It fits over the whole lot, but I'm just trying to show you, so you can see that South America, South Africa, Australia and the Pitcairn Islands are the edges. And also Jamaica is on that crisscross. Do you get it now? Get this now. They live across, so they get a crisscross map. It's crazy or what? I just, don't know. You just see these things and then suddenly it all becomes clearer. See? Jamaica live on the crisscross. Yeah, different colours, that doesn't matter. It's still part of the Union Jack. Just tells you the rules and regs for each country. There you go. So, yes, those are the corners. I don't think it matters which way round you have it. But those are the corners, all owned by the Queen. There's Jamaica, owned by the Queen on the crisscross. So those four countries are on the crisscross with Jamaica and other countries. And there you go, the Union Jack fits nicely on the top again because that's where it comes from. It all comes from this Union Jack. And then we get that cross. Okay, you can see there the crosses which make up the Union Jack. But the St George's cross fits on top like that. We are on that cross. I think I'd draw it in for you in a second, but there's the cross. It goes through Canada and it goes through India. It's UK, Portugal, probably Sweden as well. They've got a cross, and the UK. We're on the cross. There you go. I don't know which island is this side. I haven't gone too deeply into it, but I just wanted to give you a general idea of how they do it. So it is something like that. And this is why we can't work the stars out, because we're in some kind of star. So Gillian says to me many times that the stars are so different down in South Australia, and that's why. And also, I don't think people realise that the equator is not halfway up, it's 2/3 down. And if you imagine that those are the Pitcairn Islands, those are the 4 star legs, all in the southern hemisphere. Crazy that, or what, hey? It's great how they mask it all up, isn't it? And there is the equator, see? There's not that much land. 3/4 of the land, if you believe their map, is in the northern hemisphere, and only a third of it is in the southern hemisphere. But those are the legs, I think, to the star. And these are why you can't fly from Africa to South America, because they're nowhere near each other. So the Pitcairn Islands are over there. But really, it's because we're this shape. Yeah, I wonder what's happened to the land here, personally. And, for a lot of people, you could say, oh, look, it's the Gleason, the pizza map, but it's not, because some of the countries aren't in. Australia's not in the pizza map. None of these islands. Oh, there they are. Australia's not in it. Most of South America and half of South Africa are not in that circle. But there is a circle inside the star. It's still a star. And then, I just want to stop that there for a moment. What it was is, it's not from now, it's from a while ago. I was looking and I realised that A lot of the flags have these triangles. They're just triangles. And that is because, let's put the video back on. That is because of the Union Jack again. And the crisscrosses. They're all the same thing. I'm going to randomly show you some pictures that I took off the internet at the end of this video. It doesn't matter whether it's across, down. Oh, look at that. Yes. Lines across, lines down, crisscrosses. It's all because it's their part. I don't know what that one is, but it's their part on the Union Jack. And look how many of them. See? It's all part of the Union Jack, really. Crisscrosses, crosses. And there they are, see? Yeah, those are the countries that actually were flying Union Jacks on. Some of them have changed a bit, but it's still part of the same thing. I like down here, all these have got these stars on. Yeah. I'm sure that's the Southern Star. Anyway, that sort of makes up the Union Jack. And then these are all the islands. This is all like the English Empire. I think those must be the Pitcairn Islands over there on the left. This is what England had. Those are the years that they said the countries left, but they just moved it on into their next level of things. They didn't leave, did they? They're all part of the same thing. Yes. Falklands, Antarctica. And don't forget, she owns a bit of Antarctica as well. It's a bit strange, the bit. Look at that. 169,000 square miles, 437 kilometres squared. So basically it's a continent. That's what they're saying. So that's amazing. So it must be land there, and there must be more than one island then, because continents are places made, you know, different places, different islands, different land. Quite know how this all works, because when you look at this, it says Australian, and Australia, I mean, they have quite a big section, with France has a little section, and then the UK has this section, but so does Argentine and the Chilean. So that's really strange, isn't it? So you can see where, you know, if the Queen's in charge of it all, I mean, that bit's quite big, I suppose. It's all a bit weird, really, that we own that bit, but then other people own it at the same time. I don't really get that, and have control over it and so forth. Yes. Probably maybe the most important part, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit. We've done these videos on Sun and Moon, but I'm just recapping and going over it a bit more. Yeah, so that's the claim there. The yellow line is the UK's claim to Antarctica. Like the bottom of Chile, really. And then what we noticed in research was, this is from a while ago, and in the end Mike Helmick did this video, but we were doing this research, whoops, go back to that bit. We were doing this research, and it was brought to our attention that these scalar waves were going across the water, and at the same time Mexico had earthquakes, and they're coming from Antarctica. And, you know, here they are here. They're up here, coming here. You see them coming in there. Up towards Mexico. And it affects other parts of the world. So this is why they want control over Antarctica, because it does things like this. These are weather control. There you are. Is it 2017 this was done? So we could see them there. So it's saying they have all these problems. At the same time, these scalar waves are coming. Go look across the water. And he's saying it rippled under Australia. She zooms in a little bit to have a look. To show you that there you go, ripples. And just on this map he's showing you that all these places at this time had earthquakes. But Africa and England didn't, Europe didn't, that side didn't, but the rest did. But then the Ring of Fire isn't what they say it is it? It's just showing you the other map. Anyway, yes, we see these things here. Anyway, I just wanted to add this bit about the map. See, that triangle is part of these triangles from the Union Jack. It's all to do with the powers, and then there it says that America owns that bit. I don't know if I saw the UK, to be honest. I don't know if I see it in there, although she does, doesn't she? Because she owns... Oh, there you go, the UK, Falkland Islands. So, yeah. Look at all that. That now is on top of the other map I just showed you, so that's all a bit weird. Well, everything's always a bit weird, isn't it? When you go to look things up, nothing ever adds up to being the same. You can't just see the same information, it's always got to be different information. Anyway, I decided to look this place up because it's got a crisscross, a cross, part of the crisscross. And then when you go back to the map and see where there's part of the crisscross. And then when you go back, so that's where it is. There's the United States, there's Venezuela, Colombia and Brazil. So these islands are above. Obviously on the edges really, in the star map. So when you actually, where it is, it's just above, yeah, it's about here. So you see it's on the crisscross, which is why it's got part of the crisscross in its map. I don't see another map being able to provide this kind of information, but you could plot the Union Jack out and you'll find all the places by the maps, flags, that map and those flags shows you where it all is. There's the map, the flag of Sweden, right? I know it's a little bit blurry, but when you have a look, Sweden is somewhere in here because there's Spain and then they're up here somewhere and they're on the cross. Cross, it's got India in it, Canada in it, us, Portugal, other places, and across, they're on the cross. See, they're on this cross. And then we've got another one. See, the Solomon Islands and Tanzania, they have crisscross, part of the crisscross. So, when we look at this, Tanzania is on the crisscross. Do you see how now in South Africa? See, South Africa or Africa is on the crisscross. South America's on the crisscross. Australia's on the crisscross. And the Pitcairn Islands are on the crisscross. Do you see why Tanzania has the crisscross flag, or part of it? And then that one, the St. Kitts and Nevis. So I looked that one up. There they are. They're off of Venezuela. So where are they? So they're off Venezuela, they're here. So they're on the crisscross. Do you get it now? It is something like this for the Union Jack to fit on here with all the rule of England. So, what's your thoughts?